We're going to be going over the internal mixer interface and all of its effects in this video. And this is the basic skin of Newmark Q for the internal mixer interface, okay? So just so you know, there are lots of other skins out there that you can download off of Virtual DJ's website. This is the basic one that comes with the software that we're going to go over now. We're going to go over the loop sampler, we're going to go over effects and loop set control and a couple other odds and ends here and there. But the loop sampler, we're going to start on that. If you click on it, you'll get on this drop down arrow right here, you're going to get these options, okay? You can put up to 12 loop samples in here. Now, the ones that you see here are the default ones that come with the software. You've got saxophone, you've got air raid, you've got 3-2-1, just for kicks, and Raz horn. Now, basically, I'll go through each of these so you can hear what they sound like, but the saxophone obviously sounds like this. Alright, and if you click on it again, it stops it. We'll go down to the drop-down menu again. Air raid. I use the air raid a lot at team dances and events where I'm trying to maybe transition in between two songs and bring up the energy level, which it kind of sounds like this. And by the way, this area right here where it says wet dry, basically this volume knob does that. It turns up and down the volume, okay? And then the record is for if you're playing a song and you want to record a loop on the fly, okay? But here's what the air raid sounds like. And again, this controls the volume for that loop only. Alright, I'm going to stop it. Then you get the drop-down menu again. We got 3-2-1, which is an actual, just a regular drop, which sounds like this.
3, 2, 1, breakdown!
Okay. We got just for kicks, which is simply a beat looped. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So it's like basically it's a bass kick. And then we got the Raz horn, which sounds like this. Now, if you would like to add more loop samples here, you can do that right here under this tab. Click on Sampler, and here are those 12 loop samples with each channel. So you can actually control and tell it what you want that volume to be at, you know, at all times and so forth. Now, if you want the actual loop on that channel to loop, you have to make sure that this says loop, okay? It has to be selected on loop. If you want it to automatically sync to the actual beat of the song that you might be playing, you want beat lock on, and then you want to sync it to whatever, you know, beats, whether it's on beat, half beat, quarter beat, whatever it may be. Alright? Now, we're going to load in just a liner. For example, those of you who watch my Club Magic show on Friday nights, you'll see that we use this a lot. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to load in an MP3 loop. Alright? By the way, Virtual DJ site has lots of loops on it that you can download. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in just a couple here. I'm going to put in the legal ID. So I'm going to put that here on number 6. And this is not going to be a loop. It's going to be just what they call a jingle, which is basically the same thing as a drop, okay? It doesn't loop over and over again when you hit it. I'm going to go over here in 7, I'm going to add another drop. And the thing that kind of stinks about this program is once you load one into the you know, the channel, we'll call it, that you want to put it on, it doesn't default back when you go to add another one to the folder you were just in. You have to go clear back in and search and find it. That's the only thing that kind of stinks. Alright, so we'll put the crowd sound effects here on number 7, and we will loop it. Alright? And it doesn't have to loop to the beat. Here's what it sounds like when you click on it.
Transitioning to club. WXMG.
Alright, so it's a loop, or a drop. and it's also here, so you can select it here and click it there.
Transitioning to club.
Alright. Now the only thing is when you're using this and you're not down here, you can only play one at a time. That's the only thing about this sampler right here. You would want to click on this tab and have all these open if you want to overlap more than one at a time. So we could go like this, and then we could also play the crowd sound effect over top.
Cambridge Springs, Meadville.
Satellite uplink complete.
And WHLJ Franklin Oil City. Magic usually broadcasts live from the Magic Studios, but not right now. We're hidden somewhere in northwest Pennsylvania, playing all your favorite dance hits live. This is Club Magic.
Now you see this restarted. This one will end when it gets to the end here. It'll just stop. And it's done. Okay? So that's basically, in a nutshell, very quickly, that's the loop sampler. Alright? Now we're going to go into the effects. There is literally a ton of effects on Virtual DJ's website. I'm going to load a song in here so you can hear what some of, maybe one of the effects would sound like. We'll put ABC in there, some Jackson 5. Play that. Alright. Under effects, if you the backspin is basically just like you would take a vinyl and you were spinning vinyl and you would just backspin it. So it sounds like this. Alright. Now, you can also, that's just one of the effects. Let me just play another effect for you. There's so many effects, I'm not going to go over all of these, but one that I use a lot is loop out. I'm going to turn the volume down on this channel a little bit so you can hear me a little bit better. But I use loop out a lot. You can access all of your effects and the settings within the effects right here under the effects tab, okay? Now, that particular effect, I want it to sample out 4 beats, and I want it to repeat 8 times. Now watch. Let me turn this back up so you can hear it. Alright, so that's basically, I mean, that's not the greatest loop though. Let me do it somewhere in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's going to loop that over and over for the 4 beats that I selected and 8 times. It's going to automatically bring it down slowly and then stop the song. Okay. So that's what the loop out version 2.01 does. There's so many others.